joining us today at Healthy Foodie Girl. I'm Shawna, Healthy Foodie Girl.
And I'm Ella, Healthy Foodie Girl Mini. And on this channel, we have easy, delicious, and healthy recipes
that we know you're going to love.
Let's get into this video, but first, make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already, and
hit the dinger so you get notifications when our next video comes out because we don't want you to miss a thing.
Now let's get into this video. Today we are sharing the ultimate healthy and delicious queso dip. This one could not be easier to make. We love having it with chips or we love dipping some vegetables in it. It is super easy to make and super flavorful. Let's get into this delicious queso dip. This dip is super amazing and has a ton of flavor. We're going to start with 12 ounces of extra firm tofu. So we're just going to do that, and then you're going to want to chop it up and then stick it in the blender. This is super easy to make because everything goes in the blender. You just blend it up, add a few more things, and it's done. So make sure to put all the tofu in the blender. Next, you're going to add 1 teaspoon of onion powder. So you're going to put that into the blender as well. This is super easy. Everything goes in the blender. After you put the onion powder in the blender, you're going to put 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. So just get that out and then put that into the blender as well. After that, we're going to use Anthony's cheese powder. This cheese powder is amazing. It's like a Kraft mac and cheese, but even better. We're going to use 5 tablespoons of Anthony's cheese powder. This just really makes this super cheesy and delicious. So we're going to add that to the blender as well. After that, we're going to add half a teaspoon of salt, or you can use salt to taste however much that you want, but we like to use around a half a teaspoon. So just add that to the blender. And then the last thing is a teaspoon of stone ground mustard. So you're going to do that and then put that into the blender, and that is the last thing that goes in the blender. Now that all of the ingredients are in the blender, you're going to start blending them up. So just turn on the blender and start blending all of the ingredients. You want them to be thoroughly combined. And then once you're starting to blend it, you're going to want to scrape down the edges to make sure that nothing gets stuck and that everything can get thoroughly combined. So then you're just going to keep blending until it's all smooth. This recipe makes a ton of cheese sauce, so it's perfect if you wanted to make a lot of queso, or in this case, we're using a half a cup of queso, and you can use the rest to make another queso later, or you could put it on top of some vegetables. You could use it with some spaghetti squash, some zucchini spirals, or you could even make a broccoli cheddar cheese sauce. But for this queso recipe, we're going to use 1 to 2 Roma tomatoes and just chop them up. And with that, you can use 1/4 cup of salsa. And if you don't have the chopped tomatoes or salsa, you could just use 1/3 cup of pico de gallo. And these are just guides. You can really add more of something if you would like to do that. This is just what we like to do. Feel free to add different amounts of these ingredients or whatever else you would like to add. This is just what we like to add. And then to that, we're going to add the 1/2 cup of cheese sauce. And then you're going to mix everything together. This is a really easy queso. It's super delicious. Again, you can add whatever you'd like, however much of it you'd like. We just think that these flavors go great together and these amounts make a great queso dip. So just mix everything until it is thoroughly combined. And then this is the consistency that you're going to look for when it's all thoroughly combined, just like this. You get the chunks of the tomato, the salsa, or the pico de gallo. It's super delicious with this cheese sauce. The best part about this queso is that it's lightened up. It's a lot healthier than a lot of other quesos, and we're just so glad that we could lighten it up for you so you can enjoy it all the time. Make sure to try our amazing Caesar salad with this queso dip. This Caesar salad is super delicious. We love adding chicken to it and our Parmesan cheese crisps. Also, the dressing is great to have in a tomato BLT. And make sure to check out our enchiladas for a main dish. All of these would be amazing together, and you can find them on the videos on our channel or at our website, healthyfoodiegirl.com. We hope you enjoyed this recipe, and if you did,
give us a thumbs up.
And all of the recipe information is in the description box below the video, or
you can visit us at our website at healthyfoodiegirl.com, and you can also print the recipe there as well as
we would love for you to join us over there because we have easy, delicious, and healthy recipes every week
that we deliver straight to your inbox.
If you make this recipe or any of our other delicious recipes, make sure to tag us on Instagram at
www.healthyfoodiegirl or
use the hashtag HealthyFoodieGirl. Thanks so much for watching.
Keep cooking!